What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions, and this video we're starting out our new modded survival-esque playthrough series, episode 1 of the actual playthrough, right? No more of the initial setup or the house rules or getting ourselves ready for this point. We're finally at the starting line, and the first thing that we're gonna do is use the one mod that literally a couple videos ago I was like, yeah, I already took it off the load order. I don't see myself using it. Yeah, now we're going against that because the SKK Outpost Attack Manager mod was actually perfect for what we need to start our playthrough series here. See, if you didn't check out the last video, I highly recommend you do so after this video so you can get the background on our house rules, our settings, and kind of the idea that we're role-playing with this character in this playthrough. But I gave myself 200,000 credits to build this base that you see here. One of the last stipulations, though, of using those credits was I had to use as much, if not completely, all of those credits before starting the actual playthrough. I did get a couple of weapons. The Spacer is the only one of note. It's a EM pistol that you can get over at Ryujian Tower in the lobby there. But so nothing great, right? I got some ammunition, but nothing that's like that beneficial to me at the beginning of the game here. So using SKK Outpost Attack Manager, I can accomplish twofold. One, I can check out the actual integrity of the build that I made. It's a fort using the fortified mod, its most recent update from Something Wicked 3. And the SKK mods, SKK Outpost Attack Manager, it's going to bring me the gear and the weapons and the ammo, hopefully some credit, maybe some miscellaneous items, but it's going to give me all those things that I do not have here at the beginning of the game. One thing I did not consider whenever I put this plan into motion was that the SKK Outpost Attack Manager would send me enemies that were scaled based on where my outpost was at. That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense, because while yes, I am like level 5 or 6 now, I have not progressed far in the game, and we're only like level 5 or 6. Look at this dude, level 52, ecliptic, some sort of mercenary specialist. He's got a red bar underneath him, and at level 52, like that is way, way higher than where we're at right now. Only thing that I can think of is it's because of the planet that we're on, the system that we're in. I'm not going to try to pronounce them right now. They're not in front of me on screen. It starts with a T, Alpha T. I kind of like that guess, but that's where we're at here. The reason I chose the location, not because of the Alpha T and my first initial being T, but because I used the Starfield Compendium mod, and I found us a location that we could naturally harvest both water and nutrient. And those are the two things that you need with Betamax 76's mod, more manufacturing and item storage. You can now use builders that are specific for medical items and food items. And in a survival run, so that means we're using those sustenance positive and negative effects, we need water and food. So with the same mod, the more manufacturing and item storage, will eventually build basically a water distillery. It's a builder that you can use to make drinkable water, and we'll also put in a builder for food, and we'll have the water that we're harvesting at our outpost pumped directly into it. The nutrient, until we get some sort of zoology skill and a animal habitat type thing built to be able to harvest nutrient that way, only real way we have to do it now is either purchasing it or exploring and harvesting it manually, but we still will have the ability in the near future to be able to do that right here at our outpost. But back to the action on screen here, in the attack manager terminal, I chose 2 waves of enemies, between 6 to 12 enemies per wave. I didn't want to overdo it too much, And that was good foresight on my end on that one, because if you haven't noticed, I've used a ton of med packs. Spoiler, I'm pretty sure by the end I have one med pack left at best. I was not at all prepared for this, and for some reason, like 3 colonists, you'll notice it every time I walk past the outpost beacon. Like 3 of my colonists just decided, nah bro, we're sitting this one out. We just got here. We don't really know you. Like, oh, wait a minute now. I won't spoil it too much, but I just realized that one of them does try to help us out, I think. We'll come back to that one later on. Anyway, here is Clyde. That's what we named our first Xeno for this playthrough using Ghost Rider 231's Xeno Master mod. It's my personal favorite mod available of all of the different mods available on Creations. Xeno Master is hands down, not hands down, because I always say it's 1A, 1B depending on the day between Xeno Master and Bard's Outpost Recruitment Beacon. But if you're not going with something that's only specific to Outpost, if you want a mod that's usable everywhere else in the game, hands down, my #1 recommendation is absolutely Xeno Master. And not only is the mod fantastic, but so Ghost Rider 231 has a Discord channel, not only where they post up-to-date facts, frequently asked questions about how the mod works, but you can share pictures of your Xenos. Ghost Rider lets everybody know what all they're working on, kind of behind the scenes, what's to come, and they allow for requests, right? Or they at least give you the opportunity to voice a request. One way specifically is a channel in that Discord server specific for name requests, because you can obviously name your Xeno pets, and that was the one that I put in. I was like, hey, I like the way you cook. This is amazing. I'm not going to ask for much, but Clyde is a name that'd be personally relevant to me for like a funny backstory. Everybody watching this video, you can look in the lower left corner at the avatar for the channel, Math Productions. That little dude behind the Math Productions lettering is a Dice Guardian, and his name is Clyde. So that's why Clyde is personally relevant to me. There's a whole backstory behind that name, why it's relevant. Won't get all too much into that right now, mostly because I don't want to offend anybody actually named Clyde that's watching this video. But me and my sister were picking on each other. She called me that and had a reason she called me that. It was super funny in the moment. Fast forward, when I made Math Productions, when I made the Dice Guardian for the first time, I made it. It was a kit bash of a bunch of failed 3D prints, put them together, painted it up, posted it on Twitter, and a bunch of my friends there were like, dude, that's super cool. And one specifically, Miss MLG from Mighty Lancer Games, if you ever watch this video, just know that I still appreciate you very, very much so. But she asked me one time, she was like, what's his name? I had no idea. I hadn't considered it, never thought of a name for the dude. Only name I could think of in the moment that fit was Clyde, and he's been Clyde ever since. And I asked Ghost Rider if they would put the name Clyde on the list, and they obliged, and I'm very thankful. So that ugly little dude that we got following us around right now, his name is Clyde. I tried to recruit him for this second wave that they wanted to hold off overnight. Not too mad at him. They saw what we did to the first group. They was waiting it out to kind of weigh their odds on how they were going to approach in the morning. We were ready for it. We handled it. And mission accomplished. We did not die. We made it through 2 waves of way higher leveled enemies. We got a couple decent things. That poison microgun, pretty sweet. And then we got a couple other space adepts. The silenced one is pretty sick. I'll probably end up using that one. But we got a bunch more ammunition. We got so many ecliptic suits and gear that's going to bring us so many credits when we get to town. And this mod is so worth having on the load order. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope that you guys consider subscribing to the channel. There is so much more content on the way. We're just at the start of the year. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, what you'd like to see next. And as always, I hope y'all take care till next time.